This is a short demonstration of Infoblox DDI running in Amazon Web Services. In this example, we have a grid master and grid member that are already started and running. We've also pre-provisioned a new AWS grid member to join the grid. We pre-configured it in the grid master, but I'll go over to AWS and launch the instance. Once the instance is fully booted, it'll check in with the grid master, register itself, accept any licensing that will be applied to that grid member, and insert itself into the grid. Once it's up and running, we'll be able to go out and do virtual machine discovery. And once the new AWS grid member for vNios is part of the Infoblox grid, we can initiate vDiscovery. Upon launching vDiscovery, it'll take a few minutes to go out and gather all the detailed information on virtual machines and VPCs that exist inside the grid. Once all that detailed information is collected by the Infoblox grid, by clicking on the Cloud tab, we can view any of the virtual machines, including this instance itself. Also note, it shows all the VPCs and networks across specific geographic regions where the AWS grid member is deployed. For automation, we can take this new AWS grid member and assign an API proxy. By doing this, we can point our cloud management system to the member in AWS and send commands to create VPCs, subnets, or tenants, or assign specific IP addresses, and now we can simply automate many of these common tasks. When these elements are created in AWS, because they are done so through the API proxy function of Infoblox, we can now see them visually in each of these structures. As we look at the AWS dashboard view, I could look at the VPCs, or I could drill down into the subnets and see what were created, or I could go look at the EC2 instances and see exactly what was created through the automation powered by AWS and Infoblox DDI. By going to the Cloud tab again, we can see the VPCs and the subnets, as well as any tenants that were generated during the process. As we saw in the AWS dashboard view, it created VPC, subnet, and instance, and now looking into the Infoblox Cloud view, we can examine each of these elements that have been created through the automated scripting talking to the API gateway, whether it's the VPC, subnet, instance, or the IP addresses automatically assigned by Infoblox. To learn more, visit infoblox.com/AWS.